But first, a Superior family is demanding answers tonight after a police shooting left a 42-year-old man dead, and eyewitness accounts directly contradict that official story. Family members have identified that victim as David Menton. The Wisconsin DOJ says one person died back on April 7th during a confrontation with a Superior police officer on Oaks Avenue, but witnesses tell us that they saw a very different story. Kyrie Johnson was at Douglas County Courthouse today, where she got to meet with Menton's family and friends as they gathered today demanding justice. And Kyrie, what did those witnesses tell you?
Ryan, investigators released information last week telling us what happened, but now two eyewitnesses have a very different account, and the unreleased body camera footage may be the critical missing link. Investigators say just before 10 p.m. Tuesday night, a Superior police officer found a wanted person in the 1700 block of Oaks Avenue with two other people. The DOJ says one of those people, identified by family as 42-year-old David Menton, tried to run. A struggle followed. The officer fired, striking Menton. Autumn Kaler was there that night. She's also a friend of Menton's. She says Menton was pinned on his stomach the entire time, and the situation was calming down before the shot was fired.
I was standing like 2 feet away, and his friend was standing a couple feet away too. And like it looked like it was over. Like I expected handcuffs to be put on next, but instead of that, I hear a gunshot, and I just start screaming.
The DOJ says life-saving measures were attempted, but witnesses say no life-saving measures were ever performed. Menton was pronounced dead at the scene, and investigators say a gun was recovered, but they've not said who it belonged to or whether it was fired. Witnesses say it was not Menton's firearm. The DOJ says the officer was wearing a body camera and has been placed on paid administrative leave per policy. Friends and family gathered outside the Douglas County Courthouse today demanding answers in Menton's death. I've reached out to the DOJ at least 5 times for comment on the eyewitness accounts and for the body camera footage. They have not responded. Live in studio, Kyrie Johnson, Northern News Now.